Welcome back to another episode, and it's the weekend. Still trying to clean my throat, so do apologise. So where are we? We've got the fuel filler neck to finish up there. I realised the other day that where I've extended it, it wasn't reaching the other small little rubber venting hose, so we may just mod it slightly, because it saves me buying or finding another piece of rubber hose. So we'll do that. We've got some black Hammerite, which somebody kindly bought me a while ago, so thank you very much. I don't think they gave a name, and if they do, I do apologise as well. And then we're going to have another go at bleeding it, which I realised that we might have an issue, people have mentioned it, about air trapped up this top hose where it then goes down. And so basically I'm going to run this vent that I wasn't using to do anything with. We'll run that because there's a hose, some outlets on that top manifold. So we're going to give that a go. We'll give that a half hour go and see if we can actually bleed it. If we don't, we'll leave that. And then we're going to really try and get on with mounting these wings. So I keep thinking of different ways of doing them. We're just going to have to pick one method and see if it works. So using my front facing camera, so I'm all in the picture. So I do apologise if the quality is not quite as good as using the rear facing camera. But I thought, as soon as I'm just chatting, what's the bother? We've got a steering wheel that's arrived. We'll fit that later, hopefully, just for the fun of it. I've got to go take the missus to work at 1, so we've only got a few hours and we've got to nip off and come back again. And what else? Yeah, thanks for the Monster Munch that turned up. Brilliant. And the sanding discs. Thanks for the angle grind. I think I mentioned that the other week. They did just turn up. So yeah, thank you for everybody for supporting this channel, and hopefully we can get it bigger and bigger, and hopefully I can reward you by more projects and more videos. So, I can't actually open my doors at the moment because we've got a JCB blocking me. So, we'll have to do what we can for the moment until I can get that moved. Do apologise for the banging and the noises, it's just a farm. So basically top header hose all the way down till there's a pipe in the cross manifold, which I'm thinking has got to be the highest point pretty much at the front end anyway. So I'm hoping that's high enough to then sort of bleed any air out this top hose here that's causing a problem, maybe. All I need to do now is block this off, because obviously that would normally go to, well, would normally go to the idle control valve and stuff, but it doesn't need to be. We're a rally car. Okay, so that's all connected up. Can't do much more until I can get out the door a little bit more, so we're just waiting on that. Everyone's got to do their jobs, so I'm not rushing people. So what we've got is we've got this cross member here that we put in onto the back of this bumper. Ideally that needs to be bolted really, because if I just weld it on, which I could do, I could just weld it in. Obviously if I ever need to take the engine out, you've got a crossbar there, which is going to be a bit annoying. So what I'm going to do though is actually weld it in, and then once we can take the bumper off, we can then make some new brackets up which bolt in using riv nuts or whatever, and it's a lot easier to see once this bumper's off. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to weld it on, not fully, just some good tack welds to keep the position right. And then the next thing will be to take the wing off as well, because obviously we've got to work on the inner wings, and we're going to hopefully try and do both at the same time. That's my plan anyway. Okay, 56 cent bleed. I really feel there's something there in this top hose still, and I'm just realising that maybe the car's sitting quite nose down at the moment coming out of the unit, so we're going to wait till this afternoon and make sure it's a bit clearer, and then try and get the nose pointing upwards. Well, I haven't started on the wings yet. I made a little bracket up for the header tank to lift it up higher instead of just using duct tape, and I've put the fuel filler in, bit of Hammerite. Yeah, sticks out a little bit, but it will do for now. And I've got 4 bags of fridge raiders from my daughter that she didn't like. So yeah, that's my lunch. Okay, after attempting to bleed the radiator again, we ignored that and we've come back to the inner wing. So this is what I'm thinking. I've knocked up some 2-inch wide strips. We've put a little bend in one, so you can see here it's making like a little rain channel. So hopefully, you know, obviously when we're driving along in the rain, in the forest stages, we don't want water pouring into the fuse box, which obviously we can move anyway. But anyway, so basically made that up, and then I've also made another slightly thinner strip that goes on top, and this is going to recreate what the original wing is like. So how these panels were originally put on, I think they were bonded to sort of like a cut down in a Metro wing. We don't have a Metro wing, obviously we threw ours away and it was slightly the wrong shape. So we need to recreate this top part in my head. We could do other ways, as I said. I was thinking of just screwing through the fiberglass. You could just put studs along the top, some sort of framework. Just too many options, and I've got to pick one anyway. So basically what I'm going to do is then put some L brackets along inside, which we're nut and bolt through for the moment, through the fiberglass, but we'll bond them in eventually. And those L-shaped brackets will then weld onto this bit. And once we've got that shape done, we can then drill 4 or 5 holes, which will be the bolts to actually screw the wing to. Once that's screwed down, we can then weld and get some tacks and welds onto this inner wing part, onto the main Subaru floor pan. We can then take and bolt all the wing, fully weld it up, and there we have a top part of the wing that can bolt on. We've still got to do the back edge yet, and a little bit of the front, but obviously we've got a bolt there. So there's a lot of work for just quite a little thing, which I could have just done some other way and just bodged with some PKs, but you know me, I don't like to bodge. Here comes a tractor. Got the other one cut and bent. So next stage is to make some tabs now that go under the wing. I'm thinking, I'm an arm, because in the end I could just have tabs that bolt through. But I'm thinking if I do the tabs, I've got the big long strips, so I can put extra bolts on if I need to. But also, maybe when the wing's off, I can fill in the areas between the tabs and to make it more solid to the, I don't know. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Just got one in for the moment. We'll have another one at the top, another one here, and another one a bit further down. I'll worry about the down a bit later, because the headlights are all going to go there. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then they're bonded in from the other side, and we can obviously take the screw out at some point. But yes, I suppose the question is, I could just do the screws like that. But they're a bit awkward to get at, sort of thing. It's not much nicer just to have the bang, bang, bang. You can get the old gun on them. A quick wing replacement one day in stage rebuild. I think we nailed it. I was sitting in the car. You can feel the top hose get hot. Because obviously it's pumping the water. And slowly I felt the bottom hose start getting hot. And I felt the radiator now is getting warm. It's the first time it's ever got warm in all my bleeding attempts. Oh. So that's a good sign, because if the radiator's getting hot, oh yeah, toasty. That means there's water flowing through it finally. And at the moment it's taken a while. We're up to 95. So the fans should kick in. Stop the fans, please. Maybe not yet. We've had fans on. Radiator's hot. Never had it all hot before. But yeah, it's the first time I felt good heat come out. Now let's see if it cools down enough for the fans to go off. Are you going to bear with me? Went from 98 to 97 on the dash. I don't know where the fans kick in. I think there's a little bit of smoke in the dash there, in the front there. 94, 92, 91 degrees, 90. Fans off! Yes! We've got the air out of the system. Booyaka! Again, thank you very much for the Monster Munch. I've got 30 odd packets to go through now, so lovely. Don't forget, you can still get the Matt Green 16V special limited edition pizza cutter. It's in the description. It's a link on eBay. They're slowly going. Yeah, sorry about my little scar on my hand there. Sorry. Okay, one side 4 tabs screwed onto the fiberglass. And yeah, the channel there, obviously it's quite a wide channel, but I'm allowing for my wide rally gaps. Yeah, I can do a bit more tweaking yet, but that's the idea. So basically, yeah, what we want to do next is weld those tabs to this sheet. Then we drill through, ready to make some screw holes. Maybe then take that out, actually put the riv nuts in, screw it all back down so it's got the nice curve and, you know, whatever it's contours that it's going to. Then we figure out how to weld that to the inner wing without trying to take the wing off. You can tell why Project Binky's taking so long. Making brackets takes ages, and that's even without measuring them. They measure theirs. So anyway, 4 more tabs down there. Trying to get the gutter width. I think it's quite a wide gutter, but I think I'm actually happy with that, to be honest. Makes it look a bit stronger, doesn't it? So I think we need to maybe get some more clamps on, but then I think maybe before we drill anything, I think I want to try and get some welds or some metal on the inner arch lip, so basically the lip. So at the back it's easy, I can just get some weld up there, lovely. Down the bottom here, I need to weld it to the old Subaru inner wing. It's a bit tricky when you've got a wing on. So yeah, what I might just do is put some little tabs down onto this, onto the turret. I think that will work quite well as well. Okay, this is taking way longer. Inner wing, outer wing tacked to the new outer wing lip. We've got some tacks at the back on the inner wing, and we've put some little gussets in here. I was going to keep them actually. Sorry about the noise. And I'll just put some strengtheners in here to try and keep the rough shape. So what we need to do now is take the wing off and try and get some tacks on the inner wing. But I think I might get rid of them afterwards if it's all strong. Okay, taking the wing off. So as you can see here, you can see my tabs. And you can see this part of the wing, so we can trim that back a little bit later. But what we can do is we can fiberglass all up in there, make it all solid, all sealed, and yeah, that should work quite well, I think. As I said, I don't know why I couldn't have just done what I did with the things and missed out a bracket, but I don't know, it looks quite good. And I'm thinking of will I put some mounts on here, coming out from here once we've got this door. Well, we've got this door on, bring some mounts out to mount the back of it. So as you can see, now we've got our inner wing lip. So what we need to do now is put some strength back in and stop that wobbling around, is to sheet in this bit basically. I think we're just going to go completely sheet it in, I think. Sheet? Or what sheet? A couple of things you may notice. You may notice that these pieces look like they've been laser cut. No, they've just come from the end of a piece of metal, so there's a surprise. And 2, I might have left gaps just because I'm thinking, well, why not, hey? But yeah, just getting a load of tacks on that for the moment, just to get it solid. So now it is. See, I can tap it, it's solid. So what we can do now is pop the wing back on and do the riv nuts. And then once we're absolutely happy, we can then come along and fill it in and finish welding all the gaps in and putting a bit of epoxy prime on it, because everything will then look lovely. Okay, wing back on. Seems to go alright. Get a bit of a clamp on here. Yeah, lovely. It's bolted through there. All good. So what you need to do is accurately drill 5 or 6 holes all the way along. I actually did some spacings earlier for 6, which I don't know if I've got enough riv nuts, so we'll have to just buy some more, but why the hell not? Let's go for 6. Actually marked out and piloted, and then we went through with a 6mm. Then I went, oh, sod it, we'll do a 6.5 because I've got some nuts that are, wing nuts are sort of quite big anyway. But yeah, these have got quite a big head on them. Hey! And then yeah, so whip the wing off, open up the holes now to the right size for the riv nut tool. Well, I wanted to film me fitting in a steering wheel. Look at that race steering wheel. But I completely mullered getting the old steering wheel off, and it's a complete embarrassment. So luckily I didn't film it. But let's just say we used a disc cutter, a reciprocating saw, a hammer, and we made a right mess of things. But anyway. Okay. Pardon me. Stella. Curry for tea tonight. We've got some chicken that we need to cut up and use because it's gone out of date yesterday, but it'll be alright, won't it? So we were hoping to do the other side, but I didn't. I got distracted with the steering wheel. That took a lot longer than I wanted and a lot messier. Hello, tractor. So we're going to call it. We made good progress. We've got the heating issue sorted for now. Obviously, wait till we do the ROC rally. You never know. We may have a few teething problems then. But yeah, we've got that inner wing started there. That's good. We know what we're doing on the other side now. So thank you for everybody support me. If you can hit the like button, that really helps. If you don't subscribe already, subscribe. If you want to help in any other way, send me some bits that you think I might need for the car. And yeah, oh, the steering wheel. The steering wheel came from Lintz Race and Rally. Gave me a discount, so I'll put a link to him. eBay store, check it out. Again, check out all my supplies. That's another thing to help downstairs. All my sort of recommended supplies that have helped me in the past. Always worth just surfing them, I think, and seeing what products they do. But anyway, that was it. Pizza cutter. May do a little video tomorrow. I need to go have a bath. Bye.